Is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good morning, I'm Emily Bennett. Today is Sunday, July 12th. Governor Andy Beshear released updated COVID-19 numbers for Kentucky yesterday. The governor announced 453 new cases of COVID-19. That brings the statewide total to 19,121. The 453 new confirmed cases marks the second highest day of recorded cases since the beginning of the pandemic. There were 2 new deaths confirmed yesterday. The death toll is now 622. At least 5,258 Kentuckians have recovered from the virus. The Bell County Health Department confirmed 7 new cases Saturday, increasing the county's total to 104. For more information on COVID-19 in Kentucky, go to our website, WYMT.com. The Miners Mall in Hazard sold 14 masks in just 1 hour after opening on Saturday. This comes one day after Kentucky's mask mandate went into effect. A Miners Mall employee tells us the store has sold 30 masks since Friday. The employee also says customers are wearing their masks when shopping and some even buying masks before they shop. As an additional precaution, employees clean the shopping carts and the door handles of the entrance throughout the day. With the mask mandate, people are required to wear masks while inside public places and outside when social distancing isn't possible. For most people, wearing a mask regularly, it just isn't the norm. For healthcare professionals, however, wearing a mask is not new. Fortunately, most people will not have to wear them that long, even with the mask mandate. Dr. Ryan Stanton says it does take some getting used to, and the way the mask is made can make a big difference.
One strap over the ear, one strap kind of around the back of the neck. That makes a huge difference. But if you're using a regular mask, there's a lot of hacks out there for the small strips, even some of them that are made small strips with buttons on them to hook the mask on the buttons, not on the ears themselves.
The governor's executive order will expire after 30 days, but it could be extended based on local trends. Now, many stores now have signs up telling customers they have to wear a mask to do business. But what happens if people just don't comply? Will the police be called? WYMT's Phil Pendleton went to Danville and spoke to police there about that issue.
As people are asked to wear masks, the question becomes, what happens when they don't?
We're not the mask police going out and citing individuals. If I see you on the sidewalk, I'm not whipping out a notepad and writing you up a ticket.
Many police agencies in central Kentucky have said they will not respond to simply complaints of people not wearing a mask. But if that becomes a disturbance, that becomes another issue.
If they were refused service there and then those people refused to leave, they caused some sort of disturbance or got threatening with management or personnel, we would respond to handle that type of thing.
Danville's assistant chief also says they did receive one complaint this weekend, but it was simply of a caller seeing someone else not wearing a mask. The police did not respond to that.
A private citizen calls and says there's someone in there that's not wearing a mask. We would not respond or send an officer to that type of call.
Health officials say if businesses don't comply, they could face citations and fines. Some businesses have posted signs saying they have the right to call police if there's a problem.
They mandate you have to wear one in the store, then somebody refuses, then obviously they can refuse service. And then if a problem arose from that, that's when we would get involved because you have certain crimes that now could be committed, such as trespassing.
Doan says so far so good, but only time will tell. In Boyle County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Some health officials say simply the act of you wearing a mask tells the business you support them and believe in what they are doing. Now let's check in with meteorologist Brooke Marshall for a look at your forecast this morning. Brooke?
Well, yesterday was all nice and sunny, but the weather is already beginning to change. If you take a look behind me at one of our cameras up on top of Buffalo Mountain, you can see those conditions there. Doesn't look rainy there yet, but you can see those kind of gloomier conditions. And if you just look at the trees, you can see them constantly moving. Those winds really already starting to pick up this morning. And we're going to be seeing some gusty winds today, especially as those showers and thunderstorms do roll into the region. Some of our areas have already seen this soggy foggy weather approach. Now, we have mostly just kind of stayed to our west this morning. If you are more to the central or eastern parts of our region, you are actually staying pretty dry for the moment, but we have been seeing some showers over to our west this morning, and we'll continue to see some showers pop up throughout the morning hours and even this afternoon. Temperatures, though, nice and comfortable. We're seeing temperatures anywhere from those mid-60s to those lower 70s right now this morning, and we're going to warm up as we go throughout the day, but not a whole lot because with cloud cover and those rain chances are only going to continue to stick around, and it's going to keep us a little bit on the cooler side, so temperatures only going to be able to get into those mid-80s today for daytime highs. Emily?
Thank you, Brooke. For more than a month, protesters have flooded downtown Lexington in response to racial injustice and police brutality. Almost every night, those protesters would take to the streets, marching on and around Main Street, blocking traffic. But yesterday, Lexington police officers stopped them and ended up arresting some of the protesters. Shelby Smithson explains.
Gather, chant, and march. It had become a kind of routine for protesters in downtown Lexington.
Every time we come out here and we join another for solidarity and unity for Black Lives Matter and systematic racism.
But Saturday, taking to the streets didn't quite go as planned.
They told us today if we took to the streets, we'd be arrested.
Protesters say Lexington police officers stopped them as they were getting ready to march down Main Street, telling them that they wouldn't redirect traffic for them this time, and that if protesters blocked traffic, they would be arrested.
For all of the weeks we have most recently been out here, they do not block the streets. We've told them since 6 years ago, if we're protesting you, we're not working with you. We're protesting you. Tell me when you've ever seen a protest where somebody works with the people they're protesting against. That's not how it goes.
But the change didn't send protesters home. Instead, they started their march on the sidewalks near the courthouse and police headquarters, only crossing the streets when crosswalks allowed.
So we're obeying traffic signals and crosswalk signals so that they can know, no, you can't come arrest us. Yes, you want to get the leaders. No, we're not silenced. We're going to keep speaking the truth.
It was less than an hour after we talked to Williams that Lexington police confirmed 5 protesters, including Williams and her twin sister, April Taylor, were arrested after police say they were blocking traffic. Charges range from inciting a riot, disregarding a traffic device, and resisting arrest. In Lexington, Shelby Smithson, WKYT.
Organizers say they plan to wake up local leaders and protest again this morning. Now, for those who love Allie Davis, say they always expected to see her name in lights until she died in a car crash on Monday. Today, they celebrated her light and the legacy she leaves behind. Family and friends gathered at Mountain Art Center to let Allie take the stage one last time. Her friends say they want to remember the happy times because it's what Allie would want.
One of the most uplifting people. Whenever I was feeling down about myself or unconfident, she'd say, knock it off. And I mean, if anybody you talk to, they'll say that she was just the funniest person ever and just make me belly laugh like no one else could.
Her friends will continue to honor her tonight at 8:30 with a candle vigil at Jenny Wiley. Rally car racing is coming to Eastern Kentucky soon, as Backroads of Appalachia was at Kingdom Come State Park mapping out the course for August 7th. Harlan and Letcher counties teamed up with Backroads of Appalachia and the Nassau Rally Series to create the Raven Rock Rally Sprint on Little Shepherd Trail in hopes of bringing more revenue and eyes to the region.
Bringing events like the Nassau Rally Series, hill climbs events, motorcycle tourism, ATV tourism is revenue for the area. From people outside, one, to see the beauties we have within, the hospitality we have, and really the best all-around motorsport junkie can enjoy.
Hubbard hopes to have 2 more races before the end of this year. Coming up on Mountain News this morning, some Ford employees are calling on the company to stop making police cars. But the CEO says his company can do so while opposing police misconduct.
And we're currently tracking the showers that will move across our region today. I'll have more details on that next.